I'm going to show you how to create an evergreen launch funnel. I'm going to show you the tools you need, all of the stuff that you need in order to implement this. We're going to go through the technical details in this video of exactly how to create an evergreen launch funnel. If you haven't watched it already, go back and watch video number 1. What is an evergreen launch funnel? Just so we're all on the same page. So, to create an evergreen launch funnel, you're going to need 4 key ingredients. You're going to need 4 launch pages. So a page for video number 1, video number 2, video number 3, and then the sales page with video number 4. You're going to need a countdown timer on video number 4 so that it expires at a certain point in time. And when it expires, people are redirected to a different page. You're going to need some email marketing software because sending out scheduled emails is a big part of this evergreen launch funnel. So we absolutely need that. And you also need the ability to alter links. This is not a set and forget sort of strategy. There is some manual work that needs to be done each week, and that is mainly altering your links. So all the redirects are correct and all the emails are correct for each of the people. Okay, let's get straight into it. Step number 1 is to create your landing pages. You're going to need 4 separate landing pages. Video number 1, 2, and 3 are your value add pages. This is where you're giving away free content, you're building trust with your audience, and you're just giving away awesome stuff. And then video number 4 is your sales page with a countdown timer where you're trying to convert people to pay for your product, your membership site, whatever it is that you may have. Ideally, we want the pages to contain these elements. We want a video on there, obviously, or the content that we're giving away. We want some teasers for the future videos to get them interested and wanting to go through the whole series, and then also a comment section. So here's a look at all those landing pages in action. This is video number 1 landing page. So if we go here, we can see video number 1 is active, but 2, 3, and 4 are actually grayed out. And if we try and click on them, nothing happens. We've got the video here. We've got an option to download the suburb research template. So we can go ahead and click that, and that's going to allow them to download a PDF. And we've also got a comment section here. Video number 2, we now have video 1 and 2 active. So if we were to click on video 1, that'll actually open in a new page and it'll take them back to video number 1, so they can go ahead and access that. It's got the same thing. Video 3 and 4 are grayed out and they can't get to it. Comment section, it's got the video, and then also I guess they all have this down here where you can see the videos. It's another teaser. We can see coming soon 3 and 4. If we go into video number 3, then we've got the 3 videos active. Video 4 is still blurred out, and scrolling down we can see here's some active comments in the comment section there. Video 4 is grayed out. And then for the landing page, video number 4, we've got our countdown timer here. Registration closes in, so it's letting them know that it closes in this amount of time. You've got your video there and you've got your options to register now. So this will actually take them to a checkout page where they can go ahead and pay. So you'll see that this brings out a checkout form. If you have a pricing structure, then you would just send this forward to a pricing page, which would also have the same countdown timer on that. So that is possible as well. You'll see that this page is different to the other pages because I'm adding value here, teasing the next videos. I want them to be able to access all of this sort of stuff and be able to interact. But when the time comes and I want to actually convert them, I got a sales page that's really stripped down, really simple. I don't really want them going back to video 1, 2, and 3 and then getting lost and not coming back to my sales page. I want them here and I want them to go ahead and take action and to join the membership site that I have. So they're the pages we need, video 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm actually going to be using lead pages to create these, and I'll show you how to do it. You can get access to lead pages, just go to leadpages.net, or you can go through my affiliate link. If you go through that, then I do get a small commission. You don't pay anything more, but it helps to fund all these videos that I create, so I really appreciate that. The affiliate link's PELT.co/LP for lead pages. Lead Pages is the software tool that allowed me to quickly and easily create all of these landing pages. So this one, this one, this one. So it allows me to do this really quickly and allows it to look really good. We can see that it looks really good. I've actually customized this, so you can customize colors and make it look like your brand. So it's just really professional and a really great tool. So go to pelt.co/LP and you can check out Lead Pages and get access there. Once you've created an account and logged in, you then have all of these different pages that you can create pages with. So you can see there's so many different templates in here. What we want to look for is this one, Jeff Walker pre-launch content page. This is going to be the template that we're going to use for our first 3 pages. So I'm going to go ahead and click use this template. We can then select the industry we're in to help them track things, click save and continue. Editing this page is really simple, but if you want it to look like this does with grayed out sections and grayed out videos, then there are some extra steps that we'll need to take, and I'll walk through all of this now. So let's just work our way from the top to the bottom. We can start by changing our logo. Just simply click on it and you can choose your logo. You can also upload new pictures if your logo is not in there. We then want to go through and name all our videos. So I'm going to leave these as video 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we just need to rename these sections. So I've gone ahead and edited all the text. I also want video 2, 3, and 4 to be grayed out. So to do that, I'm just going to highlight the text. From the drop down menu, I can go ahead and change the color, and I can go ahead and make all of these colors that gray color. Now currently as they stand, these links don't go anywhere. If I go ahead and look at this container options and edit link, it's just got a hash in there, which means it's going to stay on the same page. So I don't need to do anything for them because video number 1 is already this page, so it's going to stay there and they're all correct. I then need to add in a title for video number 1. We then need to add in the embed code. So simply go to your video in YouTube or Wistia or wherever you're hosting it, go ahead and click share, go to the embed option, and basically you want to make sure that you tick or untick the things that you want. So I want them to be able to show player controls. I don't want the video title or player actions. I don't need privacy enhanced mode. I don't even know what that is. And I can go ahead and I can copy this embed code here. To paste it in, simply click on the video and you can go ahead and paste it in. I also like to add some things like modest branding and auto hide. So you can go through and do that if you want. Just click done when that's done. Now, if I've got something that I'm offering for free, I can go ahead and add a link to it here. So if I go ahead and click on this, it's actually going to bring up an opt-in form, which I need to change. So just click on this little settings bar, click the link options, and we want to go to a URL. Okay, so what URL do we want to go to? We want people to be able to download this template. So I'll go ahead and click it. I'll paste in the URL of the PDF, and then I'll go ahead and change this text and then go ahead and click done. You can also do the same with this little section down the bottom, but I don't need it. So I'm just going to click on this little eye here to hide it. We're getting close to being done. Now we've got our Facebook comment section. So just click on that to edit it and change the like URL to the URL that this page is going to be on. So let's just call it video number 1. I'm actually going to copy that, click done, because we're going to use it again in this section. Go ahead and paste that in and click done. We now just need to edit the videos down the side here. And to do that, we just need to first, let's change all the names. So I've changed the text here and we've got 3 coming soons, video 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and gray those out the same way we did it up the top. And now we need to add in the video thumbnails. Adding thumbnails are really easy. You just click on it, then you go ahead and choose your thumbnail. And then scroll down and click done, and that adds it in. Now to get these thumbnails, I took the thumbnails that I created and then used GIMP, which is a free program on Mac. You can also use a program called canva.com, and I added in that little circle image that you see there. It's really easy to get free icons like that. And for the grayed out images, I actually took, it was either fully white or a fully gray, just square, and I overlaid it over the top, and then I changed the transparency from 100% to something like 50% in order to make those look grayed out. So that's something that you're going to have to do, or you can pay someone to do it for you. Those are all added in now. I don't actually need to edit any of the links because again, if we go to the container options, it's just a hash, which means it's going to stay on the same page. We can then scroll down to the bottom and adjust our legal information if we want, or we can just add some copyright in there. Go ahead and name our page. I'm just going to name it Launch Funnel Video 1. You can adjust your SEO tags, add in tracking codes, and go ahead and click done, and we'll go ahead and save that. I can now go ahead and click to publish that. Lead Pages actually host this page, so we can see a live version of the page by clicking on View Page. That will bring up the page. We can see everything that we've done there, or you can also use WordPress to put it on your WordPress website. Lastly, let me just say, if you want to adjust the colors, that's really easy as well. Just go ahead and go to styles and you've got all of your different styles here. So let's say I want to change the background to the dark gray that I use. I can go ahead and do that. Let's say I want the primary action color to be a blue, so I can go ahead and change that. So it's really easy to go through and to change the style and the look of your site. I'll go ahead and save that again. Now I've used lead pages to do this, but you don't actually have to use lead pages. You can just use your WordPress website. There's OptimizePress. There's a whole bunch of other services out there. So you can use whichever one you want. It doesn't have to be lead pages, but as you can see, as I go through this, it's just super simple to use lead pages. It makes it look great. So go ahead, check out lead pages. If you don't have it already, go through my affiliate link, pelt.co/LP for lead pages. So page number 1 is created. To create page number 2, we're going to go ahead and duplicate the lead page and we're going to create page number 2. Go ahead and click duplicate because everything's going to be the same except a couple of images, the video, and a couple of links. So we can go through and edit that now. Again, let's work our way from the top down to the bottom. We can see everything's good here except video number 1, I need to create a link for that. So where it says link 1, go ahead and change your container options, and I'll go ahead and copy that URL and then paste that in, and I want it to open in a new window. Click done. Video number 2, I want the colors to come back in this, so highlight it, and for the colors just select automatic, which will appear up the top there. And I don't need any links for video 2, 3 or 4, so they're done. I then need to change the title here. I've edited that. I then need to edit this video code, so I'll go ahead and click on that, and all I'm going to change is the code of the video, which is here. So if I find the video in YouTube, just go ahead and copy this code at the end after V equals, and then we'll go ahead and paste in over that other code and click done. And that's going to keep all our settings for the other player. I don't have any freebies with this, so I'm going to go ahead and hide that. I'm also going to adjust this to video number 2, adjust the Facebook links to video number 2, and then we just need to adjust the side. So for this section here, we need to add in a link. So again, click container options, go ahead and paste in the link for video number 1. I want to open in a new tab, and then we need to ungray this one for video number 2. So I've gone ahead and ungrayed that. I don't need to adjust the link, and that's it. Page number 2 is done. Let's go ahead and click save. And then for page number 3, we're going to copy page number 2. So just go ahead and click duplicate lead page. We'll change that to page number 3. And then we go through the same process. Add a link to video number 2, add the colors to video number 3, change the title, change the video, change the links in Facebook, and add a link to video number 2 here, and then ungray video number 3 and change the title of that. So we've created our first 3 value add videos. We just now need to create the sales page. And again, I'm going to be using lead pages to create this sales page, which if you still haven't got it already, and by now you should, go ahead, go through my affiliate link, pelt.co/LP for lead pages. So inside lead pages, just click create a new page, and they've got hundreds of free templates to choose from. There's also paid templates that you can go into. I'm going to go to the sales section, so it shows me different sales page options, and we can see all of the different ones here. I just want to use this really simple one, and I won't have a bigger disclaimer at the end, but go ahead, click use this template. Save and continue. So here we are in the page editor. Now lead pages actually have their own countdown timer, but I can't use it because if I go to the options, I can select a date and time for it to end, but I can't redirect people after it's closed, so people won't go there and then get an expiry date. So it just doesn't work for me. So I'll show you in a second after we edit this page how you can add a countdown timer using a pretty cool tool. So let's just go ahead and we'll hide lead pages countdown timer. We'll then go through and we just need to add in our video. So we do the same as we did before, just click on it, go ahead and paste in your embed code and click done. We then want to change the link down here. If I click on it at the moment, it brings in an opt-in form. So again, just go to the settings, click link options, and we want to go to a URL. Now this URL should be your checkout page or it should be your pricing page. So I'm going to go ahead in and put my checkout page. I want it to open in the same window, and I'm actually going to rename this to register now $297. Go ahead and click done. This text down the bottom, I'm actually going to change to a guarantee. Questions, just change that to email ryan@onproperty.com.au. If I want that to be a clickable link, I can go ahead and do that. So there's my link, just click done. And this earnings disclaimer, I'm going to hide that because I don't have a big earnings thing that I'm predicting for people. And then I'll go ahead and change that copyright to 2016. And basically my sales page is done. I just need to add a countdown timer. And that's step number 2, add a countdown timer to your sales page. The countdown timer I recommend is called Countdown Monkey. That's the one that I use. You can check it out. Go to countdownmonkey.com or go through my affiliate link at pelt.co/monkey. You won't pay any more, but I do get a small commission, which helps pay for the creation of all these videos, and I really appreciate that. Countdown Monkey is a super affordable countdown. It just costs $79 per year. There's other ones out there. I think I tried it. It was like $39 a month or $49 per month. And so this is way cheaper than that. You can also buy custom scripts and stuff like that if you want to go down that route. But Countdown Monkey is super easy to use, as you'll see in a second. Once you've created an account with Countdown Monkey, creating a countdown is really easy. Just go ahead, click the Create Countdown button, and you can then change all of these different settings if you want. You can name your countdown. I'll just name it Launch Funnel Example. We want to leave it as date and time, and we want to go ahead and set the date that our countdown is going to end. So for me, let's say it's going to be this Saturday. You can change your time zone as well. So for me, I'm in Eastern Australia +10, so I'll go ahead and set that. And we also want an instant redirect at the end of our countdown to an expiry URL. So I've got this page onproperty.com.au/expired. And this is a page that I created with lead pages as well. So you'll need to create an expired page, but that's really easy to do. And so people go to your page after the expiry date, they're going to be redirected here. It says it's now closed, but they can get access or they can get notified when it reopens again, and they can sign up for the notification list. So you can go ahead and create your own expired page as well using lead pages, or you can do it on your own website. Once we've done that, just go ahead and click save, and that's now going to give us the code for our countdown. We can now go ahead and copy the code. If we're going to be displaying this using lead pages and it's going to be HTTPS, then we need to go ahead and check that box. So we'll go ahead and we'll copy this now. And then in lead pages, we go to lead page options, go to tracking codes, and in the head tag section, we're going to go ahead and paste that code in. Click done and go ahead and save it. Now if we go to publish, we can go ahead and view our page, and we can see that the countdown timer is now there. I'll just quickly show you, if I was to make this countdown timer expired, what happens. Okay, so the countdown timer is now expired. So if I was to go ahead and refresh this page, then what's going to happen is it just loads that expired page. So that's what's going to happen once your countdown timer ends. Okay, so we created all of our landing pages and we added that countdown timer to our sales page. The next step is to set up your email sequence, which is a sequence of emails that's going to go out to people to let them know that your course is now open, to deliver them video 1, 2, and 3, etc., etc. This is quite an intricate step that you need to get right because you need the timings of these emails to be right for each individual user. So when they sign up, they get into the correct sequence, the emails go out on the correct day, so they get it at the right times so that the Evergreen Launch Funnel works. So we're going to spend some time going through this and how to create this, and this is really important. So here's a simple outline of the Evergreen Launch Funnel, and this is what I use for my Evergreen Launch Funnel. So video number 1 goes out instantly when they sign up for your list or when they get added to the Launch Funnel. So this lets them know that video 1 is available. Video number 2 has a 1-day delay. However, it's only sent out on a particular day of the week. In this case, it's sent out on Friday. So this means that it aggregates a cohort of people, and a cohort's just a group of people from 1 week for you. So anyone who signs up on Friday through to the following Thursday will all be lumped into the same group and will receive video number 2 on the same day. So now that they're in a group, 3 days later, they'll receive video number 3 on the Monday. They'll then get a notification Tuesday morning that, hey, the service or the membership site or the product is now open for sale. You can go ahead and purchase it. 2 days later, we send out an FAQ email. Then we add a value adding email where we talk about something to do with the course or overcome an objection, or maybe we run a webinar on the night before it closes. And then we have a closing notification in the morning, another one in the middle of the day, and then a final reminder at night on the Saturday. So this is the overall concept, or this is, I guess, the progression of the emails that we'll be sending out. And the emails are what create your Evergreen Launch Funnel. Without these emails going out, your Evergreen Launch Funnel basically wouldn't exist, or no one would know about it. So to give you an example, here's mine: video number 1, video number 2, video number 3. Then we go ahead and let them know that it's open. We then have an FAQ email where we go through and answer a whole bunch of questions. We then have a value add. So I've got a value add video there, how to ensure a property investment will be rented, which is an objection that people have. We then let them know that it's closing tonight. We then encourage them to go ahead and take action. And then we then have a final courtesy reminder. Now, if you want swipe copies of these emails for yourself, you want to go through and basically copy these emails and just change it so that it suits your product, then I have created an Evergreen Launch Kit. In that kit, I'm going to provide you with a launch sequence creator checklist. So this is a checklist you can go through to set up your launch sequence and make sure that you've got everything in place. I've also got my 9 launch funnel emails. So you'll get access to all of the emails here. So all the way from video number 1 through to the final courtesy reminder, you'll get access to all of those emails in a swipe file, so you can go ahead and copy it and just replace it with your products. And we've also got a weekly workflow checklist, so we'll see in a minute that every week we need to go through and adjust links, and so I'll provide you with a checklist to make sure that that is done, or you can provide that to a virtual assistant to get them to do it. If you're interested in purchasing that kit, you can get it. Go to pelt.co/evergreen kit, and you can get access to that kit over there. So that's just going to make setting up your Evergreen Launch Funnel that little bit easier. So now let's get into exactly how to set up your email sequence. Now you can use all of the different email providers out there. They're basically all going to work. I'm going to go through ConvertKit, which is the one that I use. I'll also go through Aweber because it's really simple to show you. You can also use Ontraport, Infusionsoft, or MailChimp, and they all work in similar ways. Now, when it comes to creating an Evergreen Launch Funnel, ConvertKit probably isn't the best software out there because it does make things a little bit more complicated. However, I do love ConvertKit because of its affordability, but also because of its marketing automation. So I can send out an email to my list of, at the moment, it's about 12,000 subscribers, and I can let them know that I've got a property listing available or something like that. If someone then clicks on the link to go and see the property listing, I then know they're interested in property listings, and I can add them into my Evergreen Launch Funnel. So ConvertKit has some automation in there that just makes it more valuable than something like Aweber, where you don't have that level of automation. People are stuck to lists, and it's just a bit harder to move people around and to put people into these Evergreen Launch Funnels. So I do recommend ConvertKit. Their prices are very comparable to Aweber, to MailChimp, cheaper than Ontraport, much cheaper than Infusionsoft. You can get access, go to convertkit.com, or you can go through my affiliate link, which I massively appreciate. Go to pelt.co/CK. Won't cost you anything more, but it does help to finance me and to help me create more of these videos. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to sign into my ConvertKit account and show you how to set up an Evergreen funnel. So here's my account, and I can see details of how many subscribers I'm getting a day and my forms. What we want to do is go to courses. So courses are follow-up sequences. Now, in a lot of email service providers like Aweber or Ontraport, you can just set up one course which goes through all of these things and sets the correct days. However, with ConvertKit, they do have limitations because for some reason it only allows you to specify days for the entire course, not days for particular emails, which is what we need to do. So I've done a little drawing here that will explain to you what we need to do, and we actually need to set up 5 different courses. Now, I know that that sounds like a lot, but once you set it up, it's really easy. So we've got number 1 here, we've then got number 2, and we've then got number 3, which contains the majority of our emails. So we can see all of those emails across there. And we've then got course number 4 is here, and then course number 5 will be over there. So let's go ahead and set them up. I'll show you how to do it, and then I'll show you how to create the automation so that people flow through this funnel correctly. Creating a course is super simple. Just go ahead and click the Create Course button, then name your course. I'm going to go ahead and call this launch number 1 and click create course. And now we can see all of the emails in our course here. So we actually only need one email in this course. So I'll go ahead and delete all the other emails. So we just have one email now. We want to set that to be sent 0 days after subscription. So this just means it's going to go out automatically. And if you put 0 days in ConvertKit, it will actually ignore this time and just send it out instantly. So let's go ahead and put our content in. So the content's now in there. Just go ahead and change this from a draft to publish and go ahead and click save all. So that's now been saved. Let's go back to courses and we're going to add course number 2. It's exactly the same process to go ahead and create the course. And again, in number 2, we only need one email. So with the video number 2 email, we want the 1 day delay. However, we want this to go out Friday at 8 a.m. You can adjust this 8 a.m. time if you want, but I'm happy to send everything out at 8 a.m. So go ahead and go into settings, and then where it says send emails, go ahead and untick everything except Friday, and then go ahead and select 8 a.m. your time. Then go ahead and click update course. We're now going to go back to courses and we're going to create another course. So we'll create course number 3. And the difference with this course is it's actually going to have 5 different emails. Now don't worry about how people move from 1 to 2 to 3, etc. because I'll show you how to do that at the end. So this one's going to have 5 emails. So I've added the 5 emails, and so we're adding video number 3, now open FAQ all the way through to closing tonight. So we can see there's a 3-day delay, then 1, then 2, then 1, then another 1. And what I'm going to do on the first one, I'll set a 2-day delay, but then I'll make sure that it won't go out on a particular day. So you'll see that when I go through to settings. So I don't want this to be a 3-day delay because we're going to have a process that moves them from launch list number 2 to launch list number 3, but we want both these emails to go out at 8 a.m. So if I set a 3-day delay and the movement from list number 2 to 3 takes a couple of minutes, then it won't be exactly 3 days and they'll push the person into next week, which I don't want to do. So if I put 2 days and I'll limit the days it can go out, that just protects us against that. So I'll put a 2 there, but I'll actually go out on day number 3. Then on day number 4, we'll open the membership. Then on day number 6, we'll send out the FAQ. Day number 7, we'll send out the value add. And then day number 8, we're going to send out the notification that letting them know it's closing tonight. So once you've added all your content and saved it, then go to settings. Now we know that video number 2 goes out on Friday, and we can see that these 5 videos go out Monday through to Saturday, and 2 days from Friday is actually Sunday. And what I want to do is remove Sunday. So what's going to happen then with video number 3, it's going to have actually a 2-day delay. It'll try and send it out on Sunday, but it won't be allowed to because Sunday's not ticked. So it's obviously going to send it out on Monday then. So that's how we get the process, just to ensure that everyone goes through the launch funnel perfectly. We're going to change this to 8 a.m. for all of these emails. And at this point as well, I can exclude subscribers if I want. So if someone is already a member of this course, I don't want them to have to go through the launch funnel again. So for example, tags, I could remove my customers so they don't go through this course. I'll go ahead and update this course. And now we just need to create course 4 and course 5. So it's just the same process for both of these. Create a course, put in the 1 email of content. So I've put all my content in there. Now we want an 8-day delay because we are going to go from video number 2 and it's going to go through to the now is the time to take action email. And so between that Friday, it's not going out the next Saturday, but the following one. So there's an 8-day delay. And then what we want to do is go to settings, and we want to make sure that this one is selected for only Saturday at midday, or you can select a time around midday. And again, I want to exclude my customers. So I'm going to exclude my customers and go ahead and update the course. Now for our launch funnel number 5, our final courtesy reminder email, we want the same thing, 8-day delay, but when we go into settings, we want to make sure that yes, again, it is just on Saturday, but instead of being midday, we want this to be around 10 p.m. at night. Again, we can go ahead and exclude our customers if we want, and then go ahead and click update course. So we've now created our 5 courses and we have all of these emails in those courses. So now we just need to set it up so that people flow through the course because at the moment they're all in their own silos. So email number 1 is in its own silo, email number 2 is in its own silo, and people aren't moving through. So where we can see these arrows here and the movements, we need to set up rules so that when someone receives email number 1, they then get added to launch list number 2 so they receive email number 2. So let's go ahead and do that now. Creating rules in ConvertKit's really easy. Just go to the automation section and then click add rule. So what we want to do is when someone completes a course, and for example, we'll do course launch number 1, we want to subscribe them to a course, and in this case, it's launch number 2. We also want to unsubscribe them from a course, so we'll unsubscribe them from launch number 1 and go ahead and click save rule. So that's our process to move someone from number 1 through to number 2. Now from number 2, you can see that we're actually moving them onto launch funnel list 3, launch funnel list 4, and launch funnel list 5. It's all going from number 2. So again, just click add a rule. And so when someone completes a course, and in this case, it's launch number 2, we want to subscribe them to a course. We don't want to subscribe them to launch number 3. We also want to subscribe them to launch number 4. We also want to subscribe them to launch number 5. And we want to go ahead and unsubscribe them from launch number 2 because they've already completed that. So let's go ahead and click save rule there. So now we can see down the bottom, when they complete launch number 2, they're going to be subscribed to 3, 4, and 5. And because we've got the 8-day delays between number 2 and number 4 and 5, what this means is that someone's going to go through the process. They'll receive video number 2, then they'll receive 3, then they'll get the notification that it's open, the FAQ, the value add, then they'll get closes tonight, which will go out on Saturday morning. But then, because of the 8-day delay, they'll then get this the same Saturday at midday, and they'll get the final reminder Saturday at nighttime. So setting up our email sequence is now complete. I'm just actually going to go through and add a rule so that when someone completes a course, launch number 3, they're going to get unsubscribed from that course. And so I'll go through and do that for number 4 and number 5 as well. So I've got all of my rules there, and I've completed my email sequence. Now let me just show you how to do this in Aweber, which is a little bit easier. Now, Aweber is a little bit easier to use, and it's great for less advanced marketers. So if you have a smaller list and you haven't done a lot of email marketing, then Aweber is great. If you've got a larger list and you want some of those automation features, you want to be more advanced, then I still definitely recommend ConvertKit. So you can sign up for Aweber and get access to a 30-day free trial. Just go to aweber.com, or you can go through my affiliate link, which is pelt.co/Aweber. And if you do that, you don't pay anymore, but I absolutely appreciate it. Now with Aweber, the setup process for setting up your Evergreen autoresponder is easier. However, it's harder to then add people onto that autoresponder list and get people through your funnel to see your offer and ultimately have them converted. So to set up a list, we'll go through that now. And then in the next step, we'll talk about how to add people to our funnels. So in Aweber, first thing you'll need is a particular list. So let's go ahead and click manage lists, and we're going to add a new list specifically for our launch funnel. So let's click create a list, and let's just go ahead and we're going to call this list, where's our options? We're going to call this list launch funnel. Okay, now this description will be what subscribers will see when they try and unsubscribe. So just put something in there and then go ahead and click next step. Now you can go ahead and customize and approve your confirmation message. I'm actually going to just leave it as is because I'm going to remove that option. So just click approve message and create list. So now that I've created the list, I'm going to go back to manage lists. And I'm then going to go into my launch funnel list that I just created. And where it says confirmed opt-in, I'm going to click on that. And down here, I'm actually going to turn this off. So where it says send a confirmed opt-in for web firms, I'm going to turn that off. Are you sure you want to disable it? Yes. Okay, sorry. All right, so that is now off. Now you can have that on and you can customize this if you want, but I prefer to have it off and have just a one-step opt-in. So now we need to go about creating our launch funnel, and to do that, we do it in messages, and we then go to the follow-up series. I'm gonna go ahead and use the HTML editor. You can use either plain text or the drag and drop if you want, but I'm happy with the HTML editor. So I've added the email for video number 1, which is going to go out instantly. So I'll go ahead and click save and exit on that one. So I've now got email number 1 in my follow-up series, which is going to go out immediately. Now we're going to add email number 2. And the good thing about Aweber is we're just going to add our entire series into here, and it's just going to work, which is absolutely awesome. So again, I'll go to HTML editor. I'll go ahead and save that. And for some reason, it doesn't allow me to save and exit. So I'm just going to go back to aweber.com, go to my account, go to my drafts, and then I'm going to go ahead and add this to my follow-up series. And now I can go ahead and set the delay. And I know for video number 2, I want a 1-day delay, but I want it to go out on Friday at 8 a.m. So what I'm going to do is leave it at 1-day delay, but where it says send window anytime, any day, I'm going to go ahead and edit that so that it'll only go out on Friday. So let's untick everything else. And then I only want it to go out at 8 a.m. And you can see it does a window there between 8 and about 10 o'clock. And go ahead and click add to follow-up series. So I've now got email number 1, which goes out immediately, email number 2, which will send 1 day after the previous message, but I know it's only going to go out on Fridays. And I'll now go through and add all of my emails and make sure that I've got all the same delays that I have in this spreadsheet, and make sure that it's going out on the right days. And for the last 2, I'm going to have a 0-day delay, but I'm going to go ahead and select the date and time, so Saturday around 12 p.m, just so I know that it's going to go out at that time. Now, if you want to get access to this spreadsheet, as well as a checklist for setting up your launch funnel, as well as the swipe files for all the emails, you can get that. Go and check out the Evergreen Launch Kit at pelt.co/evergreen kit. You can purchase it over there. It's just going to make setting this up a little bit easier for you. So now I'm going to go through and add all of my messages to this follow-up series. Okay, so I've created all my emails and I had to create them as drafts. It turns out Aweber's not as perfect as I thought. But basically now I just need to go ahead and I need to add these to a follow-up series. And I just need to make sure that I get them in the right order and I have the right delays between them. So for this one, I want a 3-day delay for video number 3. So here it is. Let's go a 3-day delay, and I want to edit this and I want it to be sent at 8 a.m. And I'm actually not going to worry about the day because 3 days from Friday is going to be Monday. And so I'm absolutely sure of that. So it's only these last 2 that I'm going to set a 0-day delay and make sure they go out on Saturday. So I'll go ahead and I'll add this one to the follow-up series and all the other ones, and I'll just show you those last 2 emails. Okay, so I've got most of my series set up. Video 1, 2, 3, it opens, FAQ, value add, and on property plus closes tonight. I've just got these 2 left. Now is the time to take action and the final courtesy reminder. So I'm going to go ahead and add these to a follow-up series. I'm going to set this to 0 days, and I'm actually going to set it to make sure that it only goes out on Saturday. And I want this to go out from noon, or let's call it 12:15 p.m. Give ourselves some leeway, and I'll go ahead and apply that and add it to the follow-up series. Okay, that one's now added, and I'll just go ahead and do the same for the last one. Click add to follow-up series, make it 0 days, and then we'll go ahead and select Saturday only. And usually I would do 10 p.m. at night, but we can see that from 9 p.m. it's kind of got this window of 3 hours all the way through to midnight. So I'm just going to leave that at 9 p.m. until midnight. It'll go out some point in those 3 hours, and I'm fine with that. I'll go ahead and click apply, click add to follow-up series. And I've now got my entire follow-up series. So video number 1 goes out instantly. Video number 2 goes 1 day after, but only on Fridays. Video number 3 goes 3 days after. Then this one goes out 1 day after. I actually sent that to Tuesday only. And then for some of them, I did set every day. We can see these ones every day. But for On Property Plus closes tonight, I actually specified only Saturday at 8 a.m. This one's Saturday at 12:15 p.m. and Saturday at 9 p.m. So there's 0 days delay between email number 7 and 8. However, there's a time delay of about 4 hours there and a time delay between 8 and 9. So now when someone signs up for this, they'll go through the entire series. We don't need to set up any rules or anything like that. It's just going to happen automatically. So that's one of the benefits of Aweber. However, we're now going to move on to Step number 4, which is add people to your Evergreen funnel. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about how to put forms on your website. If you've done any email marketing at all, you should know how to put a form on your website. I'll go through it quickly just in case you've never done it before. But in ConvertKit, if you go to forms, and you can go ahead and you can create a form. Let's just pretend we're going to put this one on, that we've already added it. Just go to settings, then go to embed, grab the embed code, and then paste it into your website, and people can sign up through that. I actually use the raw HTML and link it with lead pages, and so I go ahead and do that. But you can put it straight on your website. You can integrate it with lead pages. You can do a whole bunch of things, but you should know how to collect email addresses. So that's one way to add people into your sales funnel. With ConvertKit, however, you do need to make sure that in the main settings, once someone fills out a form, in the core settings here, you want to make sure you add them to the right funnel. So I want to make sure I add these people to funnel launch number 1, and I can make that course mandatory for all new subscribers. So everyone who signs up to it gets added to that course. So go ahead and put those settings in under the main settings section in any form you create inside ConvertKit. Aweber works a little bit differently because you work just on list only. So if you create a sign up form and you've got the launch funnel list selected, then it's automatically going to add people to that launch funnel. So you can just go through and create your sign up form using their form creator. One of the really cool things about ConvertKit is when someone signs up for something for free, they send out this incentive email, they call it, but it's actually a double opt-in email as well. So I am sending out their freebie. In this case, it's a new build checklist. So if they click on download checklist and book session, it actually double opts them into the email. So we know that they definitely requested this. So it's kind of a great way to give away a freebie, but also get that double opt-in, which is something that you can't do with Aweber. So we all know how to put forms on our site. That's fine. Aweber does that, ConvertKit does that, every single email subscriber does that. One of the powerful things about ConvertKit is the automation links that you can create. So if I go ahead and click add rule, I can set up an automation so that when someone clicks a link, so let's say, for example, they go to my property listings page. So I've added in a name for that, and I've added in that destination URL. I can then subscribe them to a course. So I can subscribe them to launch number 1, which is going to send them through the entire Evergreen launch funnel. So if I go ahead and click save that rule, now what I can do is I can create a broadcast. So a broadcast is an email that goes out to your entire list. So let me create this broadcast, and I'm going to include all of my general subscribers. So we can see there's over 12,000 there. Let's go next step. And what I can do, let's just call this example email, just so I can show you example. And I put some content in there, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to put in a link. So let's call this link see property listings. Okay, if I now hover over that and I click on the link and insert link, I can actually add a link trigger. And I can add this property listings page here and click insert, then add by Ryan. Okay, now if I send this out to my list, and let's just imagine I was talking about my property listings. Here's how you can check out the property listings. If someone clicks this link, so they receive the email, they're interested in the property listings, they go ahead and click this link, they are then going to be added to this Evergreen launch funnel. So the next day, they're going to receive video number 1. Then they're going to receive video number 2 another day later, well, on Friday. Then video number 3, then they're going to go through the whole Evergreen process. So ConvertKit is so powerful in that you can take a generalized list of, in this case, I've got over 12,000 people. I can send them out a value add email, not a salesy email, and people who take action and show that they're interested in content that would be in my membership site or the product that I'm selling. If they're interested in that sort of thing, then I can add them to the Evergreen launch funnel, and then they can move through that Evergreen launch funnel where they'll get pitched on my product and hopefully they'll go ahead and buy it. So that's another way that you can add people to your Evergreen launch funnel through ConvertKit. If I was to try and do the same thing with Aweber, what I would have to do is send out a broadcast message. I would have to create a broadcast message, and I would have to send them to an opt-in form on a web page, which they would then have to fill out their name and their email address again in order to get on that autoresponder sequence. But with ConvertKit, I can just send them stuff, and if I know they're interested in certain things, then I can put them into my Evergreen funnel. So this is a really powerful way to get more people through your funnel, to get more conversions, and to get more sales for your product. And when you look at the prices between ConvertKit and Aweber, they're basically the same. ConvertKit might be a tiny bit more expensive, maybe $10 a month or something, but it pays for itself so simply just by having this feature where someone can click a link and they're automatically added to your Evergreen Launch Funnel. So the last step is, once we've set up this funnel, once we're adding people to the funnel, is that each week we need to go ahead and alter the links of our autoresponder. So this is a manual process that you're going to have to do every single week. And as far as I'm aware, there's no way around this apart from getting a virtual assistant to do this for you. So here's a checklist that I use to go through this process. So each week, what's going to happen is that we're going to open it up on Tuesday for our cohort or our group of people. It's then going to close on Saturday night. So we then have Sunday, Monday to go ahead and change our links before the next group gets it open again on Tuesday. So there's a whole process to go through to set that up. So on Sunday or Monday, we need to go through this process. So we need to edit our countdown monkey timer. We need to change our URL of our sales page. And we need to also set up a pretty link or a redirect from our sales page for the original cohort to send them through to an expired page. And so we need to set that up, and then we need to go through the email and adjust those links. So I'm going to go through this process now and show you exactly how to do it. Now, don't worry, you can get access to a checklist just like this one in the Evergreen Launch Kit. So go to pelt.co/Evergreen Kit if you want access to a checklist like this one where you can go through and you can just fill out. Once you've done each step, you just put yes in, and so you know when you've completed everything. So again, that's at pelt.co/Evergreen Kit. You can go ahead and purchase it over there. So let me take you through the process of what we need to do. So the first step in the process is to redirect your sales page to your expired page. So I have actually set up with lead pages on my WordPress website, and we can see that my sales page is onproperty.com.au/cohort1. So if I go to onproperty.com.au/cohort1, we can see that this is going to load the sales page, but because it is complete, it's going to redirect to the expired page. But what I want to do is redirect this /cohort1 to expired by itself without needing the countdown timer or anything like that. So to do that, what I'm going to do is go into Pretty Link, and I've got the Pretty Link plugin in WordPress. You can get it, it's free, or you can use some other redirect plugin. Go ahead and click Add New Link. So in the target URL, put the expired page. Then in the Pretty Link, put cohort 1, and then I just give it any title you want and go ahead and click create. So that is now created. I can go ahead and put yes in my checklist. I now want to go ahead and edit the countdown monkey timer so that it's for next week. So if I go ahead and go to Countdown Monkey and log in, if I go to My Countdowns, we can see we had this launch funnel example. All I need to do is click Edit and change the date and time to next weekend, the Saturday that I want it to close. In this case, it'll be the 16th of January 2016. I'm actually recording this on the 11th of January, so on that Monday there. So go ahead and change that and go ahead and click Save. So that's now changed. I don't need to do anything with this code, but in my checklist, I can go ahead and put yes for that. I now need to change the URL of the sales page. So back in WordPress, in lead pages, I can go ahead and I've got my launch funnel number 4 here. If I go ahead and click on that, I can just edit the address of this to anything that I want. So for example, let's just say I want to name that cohort 2. I'll go ahead and click publish. So now if I go to onproperty.com.au/cohort 2, we can see here's my registration page with the countdown timer. And if I go to onproperty.com.au/cohort 1, then that's actually just going to redirect to the expired page. So the people who have already gone through the sales funnel, they actually had the link /cohort 1. They're always going to go to the expired page now. And I want the new group that's going to go through this week to now go to this page, which is cohort 2. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that link. And in my checklist, I'm just going to go ahead and click yes for change the URLs for the sales page. I now need to adjust the links in my emails. So I've got, here are my emails, and here are the different links within the emails that I need to adjust. Now you don't need to adjust video 1, video 2, or video 3 because they're free anyway, so I'm happy to just leave them up. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this email, super time sensitive on property listings is open. So in ConvertKit, I need to go to my courses and I need to go to launch course number 3, which has all of the emails in it. And where it says super time sensitive on property plus is open, all I want to do is basically find the links in that and go to edit link and change that to whatever it was to the new one, which is now cohort 2. So I can go ahead and edit these links to cohort 2 and go ahead and click save all. And basically you need to go and do that for all of the emails. So these 4 here, I would go ahead and do it for. And then the emails in launch number 4 and launch number 5 courses, I would do it as well. And as I go through and I adjust all those links, I'm going to go ahead and put yes in my spreadsheet so that I know that it's done. So now the new group that's going through this week is going to get the new links, which is going to bring them this page with the countdown timer. The old group that went through last week is going to go straight through to expired. And I'd repeat the process each week. So cohort 2 at the end of this week will redirect to expired, and cohort 3 will get a new link that they will go to, and I'll go back and I'll adjust the links in the email again. So this is something that you need to do on Sunday, Monday in the transition period between when one group closes and another group opens for your offer. Lastly, you might want to go through and send and test all your links as well. So send yourself some test emails. Just make sure all the links are working before Tuesday starts and your offer is open. So that completes step number 5. Each week you need to go through and alter the links, and it completes this course, how to create an evergreen launch funnel. Again, you can go and get the Evergreen Launch Kit to help you set this up with a launch sequence creator checklist. So all the things you need to do to create your launch sequence, you can check them off. You've got my 9 launch funnel emails, which you can go ahead and copy and just replace it so it makes sense for your product. And you've also got that weekly workflow checklist that we just went through for changing all of those links and making sure that everything lines up. You can get that Evergreen Launch Kit. Just go to pelt.co/evergreen kit. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, which will help more people to find this video and all of our other tutorials. It also means you won't miss any videos. And if you want help setting up your Evergreen launch funnel, if this is all just too complicated for you, then we are here to help. We have services that can help you set up your Evergreen launch funnel. Just go to pelt.co/services to see the services that we have to offer. Thanks for watching this series on how to create an Evergreen launch funnel. I hope that it has been very helpful to you, and you can now go through the steps and set up your own Evergreen launch funnel, increase the conversions of your products, increase the sales, and achieve your financial goals.